Welcome to week 3. This is our second week in module 2. And this week we are talking about social learning theories, explicit instruction, and collaborative learning. And we read last week about explicit instruction, and I'm really impressed with your discussion so far. I like how Janice talked about how she uses the instructional model in her choir classrooms. Jessica talked about how it relates to her science classrooms, and they gave specific examples of the application in their class. I liked how Rachel expanded on the discussion by asking questions and also talking about new concepts in relation to people's posts, like flexible grouping. And how Caitlin and many of you use the terminology from the chapter to really show me that you're reading, because although this has the purpose of you constructing your own understandings together with your peers, it also serves as an assessment tool to show me that you are doing the reading. So that's a good way to show me that you're doing the reading, is by actually using terminology from the text. In these discussion posts, you won't see me really commenting because, as I said, this is a space for you to construct knowledge with your peers. It's not about getting it right. It's about getting to an understanding. So it's a place for you to talk with each other and develop an understanding of the chapter. All right, so this week you will be reading the introduction to Frey and Fisher and Everlove's book, Productive Group Work. You'll read the introduction in chapter 1 and 2, which our PDF version is here, right in module 2 for you. Or you can go up to see the whole book up here and start here. You will then discuss introduction chapter 1 and 2 the same way you did about explicit instruction. Just talk about what you read and how it applies to your classroom. And I've given you a specific discussion protocol here just to model a discussion protocol that you may want to use in your own classrooms. It's called the Big 3 Questions, and the Big 3 questions are: what surprised you? What did the authors want you to know? And what challenged, changed, or confirmed your thinking? And then I also added one trying to connect our learning from last week to this week. How does explicit instruction and inquiry as stance relate to cooperative group work? So you can think about those as you are writing your post, and then also as you are expanding the discussion, replying to 2 of your peers. What surprised you in your peers' post? What did your peer assume that you already knew that you didn't already know? And what challenged, changed, or confirmed your own thinking? And so this discussion protocol is from Beers and Probst, 2017, Disrupting Thinking. And this is a little graphic that you can use in your own classroom, the Big 3 questions. Okay, so going back to the module, after you read introduction in chapters 1 and 2, we then will be doing the jigsaw. And this is a way for me to model a type of cooperative discussion. In the productive group work, instead of seeing all of these groups, you should only see one. And if you don't see one, it's because you need to complete your Who Are You discussion post so that I know what you teach. So we have people that are reading chapter 3, people that are reading chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. You should only see one. So whatever chapter you see in your group name, that's what chapter you will read. You'll look down here and you'll find it attached and you'll read that. Now, if you want to read the others, please do. They're short, they're easy to just read them all in one sitting. But I know you're all busy, and I wanted to also model this jigsaw strategy. After you read your chapter, you will post your summary, the way you understand this part of productive group work, as a group, you will answer each other's questions, construct your understanding, make sure you understand it. Because when you get together in your lesson plan groups, there will be one of you in each group that has read chapter 3, one that's read chapter 4, one that's read chapter 5, and for groups of 4, one that's read chapter 6. So you're the only one in your group that will be bringing this information to help you make the lesson plan utilizing that concept. And that's an important part of group work that you'll read about, is making sure that there is some interdependence, that you're bringing something to the group that the group needs. So you will paste your summary, you will construct your summary in the group workspace, and then when you, right here in this discussion, and then when you go to the assignment for the group work lesson plan, you will have a group that you'll be able to see in this. And these are grouped by grade level and content area. So we have elementary teachers who teach all subjects. We have art and music teachers together. We have high school English teachers together, high school science, elementary math, high school social studies, and high school language, like ELL or Spanish. And those are the people that you will be working with. I have given you a lesson plan template that you are welcome to use here. If you copy and paste this, then share it with your group members, then you'll have a collaborative space to work. And there are more directions on what I'm looking for here. So this tells you who your group members are, and for the lesson plan, it tells you what I'm looking for in each of those phases that you saw in the lesson plan template. There's one more thing this week that is really fun, and it is crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing is when you utilize a bunch of people's opinions to come together to make a resource. So this is the collaborative learning approaches, and I know some of you are already using them because I've heard you talking about them in your discussion groups. I've put a few in here already, and then what I want you to do is I've made this so that anyone who can see it can edit it. You can read about different approaches to collaborative or cooperative learning. There's a video here about Jigsaw that you can watch. Think, Pair, Share, Numbered Heads Together, role playing. Some of you said that you wanted to learn more about drama-based pedagogy, and role playing is one form of drama-based pedagogy. So you can see this video and see the phases of how you can enact that in your classroom. Leader, reader, recorder, reporter. Those are the roles that I used in my classes a lot for cooperative group work. And then this is for you to share the kind of group that you do. So I saw somebody said engineering design. Now, engineering design may be a better fit for problem-based learning to do crowdsource it there. But if you have a specific group work protocol that you use for that, I'm using that as an example of what you could put here. So this is just for us to share, to accumulate our group knowledge and share it with each other. As in every module, we have Diving Deeper, and that's a place for you to learn more. And then next week, I'll be telling you about my exciting project I can't wait to share with you. So that is our plan for this week. And we will be doing Module 2 until September 16th, so that your final group project, that group lesson plan, will be due September 16th. That gives you some time to work together. You have tools that you can use. You have the Google Drive suite that you can use to collaborate. Remember that your UMSL email is a Gmail account or is a Google Drive account. And there's Zoom. If you would like to use Zoom, you can email Noelle, our course mentor, and she can teach you how you can use Zoom so that your group can collaborate using that. All right, thanks. Have a great week. I'll see you online.